Welcome to Smash Orange versus Nazareth College. I'm Frisco, and thanks for joining me tonight. Again, this can be Smash Orange versus Nazareth. Both of these teams are actually 3 and 4 on the season, looking for the last playoff spot for this week. Well, for the season in general. And here we go. Nazareth leading off the Joker player. Not sure who's playing for post with an Incineroar right now. Not sure who's trying out Incineroar. I'm very curious now. Now, Incineroar versus Joker. I mean, right now it's looking pretty even. Mobility-wise, Joker's definitely going to have the hand in on this. Joker is just one of the best characters in the game right now. Incredible mobility. Kind of weak kill options early on. But that stock is going to be taken a little soon. I don't think maybe there was a lack of jump right after that side B. I'm a little more concerned about how come the ledge wasn't grabbed right there. But catching all of these landings with Arsene, you don't want to see it happen. Backdash is going to go just out of range of side B for Incineroar right now. It's looking pretty tough for Post University already off the start. Already percentages is lapped, though that revenge right there is going to take that hit. Now let's see. A lot of these landings are getting caught with Joker side B and whatnot. This is looking really tough at the moment. Wow, down gun. Gonna pop Incineroar right up. We're still holding on to revenge right now, but up air is not quite enough to kill Incineroar. Incineroar is a little heavier, 171. But yeah, these are gonna be the percent where yes, it's going to kind of be really tough for Incineroar to keep on living. So right now Incineroar down to their last stock, while Joker is still, looking pretty good right here. Not quite at kill percent. Right now, Incineroar is kind of relying a little too hard on side B. Probably want to see a little bit of more landed nair, kind of back air, kind of space out Joker a little bit. Trying to rely on getting these up B kind of connections. Not really working out for Incineroar at the moment. Going for the roll read, but instead Joker's going to jump right above. We're going to see the air to dodge right to ledge. Joker's going to really catch that with the up air strings. And here's the tough part. Sometimes it's a little hard for Incineroar to land. That's kind of been the theme of this match so far, is that we're going to see an air dodge. And right now Incineroar has been really relying on these air dodges to kind of get down. And it's not working so great. Sometimes you need to mix up with an up B kind of like that. But usually you want a fast fall neutral air dodge to the bottom as Incineroar. And that up B is not going to get properly turned around. And that's going to be an SD going on a 3 stock for Nazareth's Joker, putting post down to 6. Really strong showing right now coming out of Nazareth. And that situation is super tough for Incineroar. He has to go against a character with such high mobility, and it's really hard because Incineroar does not have the greatest mobility options in this game. He, in theory, could be a very strong character if he was a little quicker, and that's just the problem. When you play as Incineroar, you really need to bet on the idea that you're going to be taking a lot of hits with down B, and you're going to be tanking those hits and kind of using that as your primary approach tool counter, because you generally as Incineroar you don't want to be jumping too hard because then you put yourself in disadvantage potentially if they anti-air you. Sure, and Incineroar does have Nair, he has Fair to kind of assist him with that, but you kind of want to be a bit more grounded as Incineroar on your approaches using down B and whatnot. But if they start calling you out for pulling those down Bs a little preemptively, then he just gets thrown at disadvantage. When he's off stage, it's kind of hard for him to recover unless he's very creative with how he kind of approaches the recovery. And we are going to see Rool popping out right now for Post University though. Now again, this is going to be a similar situation where Rool's kind of a heavier character. He's going to be kind of juggle food in regards to Joker. He doesn't have great mobility options, but he does have really great projectiles when it comes to things like ground and blunderbuss. So he can kind of contend with Joker at certain distances. And see, stuff like that with the back of the crown. The F tilt on Joker is going to outspace. Oh, sorry. The F smash is going to outspace Joker's F tilt. Ooh, nice catch on Joker's jump with that Nair. Nair is probably Rool's best move, to be honest. It's such a strong belly armor move, and it's relatively safe on shield if you land with it. Trying to fade back with Lung Burst, not able to get the hit in. Joker fair into side B. Very good follow-up. Stock's looking mighty even right now, though. Roll is going to go right through that side B. Dare into back air is not going to connect. Going into another dare. A little too out of space for that F smash right now. Fading back, a really good fade back coming out of K-Rool right now. Crown gonna throw him right back off. Oh, but we're fast falling a little too hard when we're off stage, and that's gonna be tough for K-Rool. Though down throw, not opting for a down throw. I think he could have done a down throw up tilt, or at least down throw up smash to get kind of down throw now. Up tilt. Yep, gone, and then that's gonna be super easy to get that kill on Joker. Though Joker is actually surprisingly heavy considering his size. He's actually the same weight as Wolf, I'm pretty sure. Or he's heavier than Wolf, which is kind of silly. It's one of the two. He's definitely not lighter than Wolf. He's definitely not lighter than Wolf. Both going to be rolling into stage. And here comes the tough part, is that K-Rool's working a little bit from behind right now. Oh no, K-Rool's on the lead actually, my bad. Getting the percents mixed up. So this is actually the prime position that K-Rool wants to be in. He wants to have that, like a little bit of a stock lead, percent lead. Down throw up tilt is going to take it again. Really, really great kill confirmed for K-Rool. That's why in a lot of situations, I think K-Rool does have, like, you know, he's a stronger character than what people give him credit for, because he does have good kill confirms, and he has really good projectiles and kind of things to, like, cover a lot of these options. It's just a matter of fact that his mobility is not the greatest in the world, and he can get really juggled. Oh, but we're gonna see another SD. I want to know what is happening with those. And maybe he's using a jump a little too early, and you know, K-Rool thinks that he has that resource available, but it's quite not ready to come out. Oh, here's the position. As K-Rool, sometimes it's a little hard to get off ledge, especially against a character like Joker who has so many good ledge trapping tools. Gonna jump right over that side B and dare. Not quite enough percent for the up air right there. Ooh, F smash for to send him right back off stage. This is definitely in the realm of possibility though. When you approach with your double jump, you want that to be a mix-up. You don't want to do it an incredible amount. Granted, I might have been only the first time it happened, but it was kind of an obvious kind of really good counter on K-Rool right now. And the up air is going to catch that jump, and we are going to see a little bit of movement when it comes to that stock lead. So right now that puts Post down to 4 stocks and Nazareth down to 6. So now it's only a 2 stock differential. Not that bad actually. Much more manageable than it was in the previous match. Now that was SuperSonic coming out for Post right there. SuperSonic on the K-Rool. Really good showing out of that, I would say. That means it must have been Lily on the Incineroar. That would make sense, though, if Lily was playing Incineroar. I feel like that makes kind of a bit of sense, because Lily likes to play Ganon and Mario. I feel like Incineroar shares some good trait qualities with Ganon that can kind of carry over, especially when it comes to the, you know, side B and whatnot. And general movement speed, too. They're both 2 relatively slow characters. They hit hard. They have their own version of command grab. You know, Ganon has his up B, Incineroar has a side B. They're kind of similar in some regards, but you do have to play them in very methodical manner. But so that means that Crimson Vexus must be last then. Now, against a character like K-Rool, Nazareth, you know, K-Rool probably has a lot of struggling matchups in Smash. But in theory he does, because he's big, he can be juggled easily, he doesn't have the greatest mobility, he can be taken advantage of from a lot of characters. But he does have some traits that can, you know, I feel like K-Rool playing optimally can really thrash on some characters. And it's because he has some tools that heavies typically don't. Heavies don't have projectiles, really, typically. Heavies usually rely on their big bodies and their big swinging hitboxes rather, to like really try and like brawl it out. But K-Rool has that, but he also has projectiles that can kind of keep people out. He also has, you know, pretty strong recovery, to be honest, especially when it comes vertically in his up B, because there's that hitbox that kind of covers him, where most heavies don't have that. But right now, Right now, SuperSonic is going to suicide those 2 stocks, and we're going to start this match going up against Bowser. Now, these two of the heaviest characters in the game, it is really a brawl fest when it comes to it. They're going to try and slug each other as hard as they can. Really good, really nice combo of, you know, crown hits and the blunderbuss into fair. Ooh, going for the footstool. Landing with the neutral beat for Bowser is going to put a lot of percent up on K-Rool. And here's going to be the problem, is that Bowser is going to have much better out-of-shield options than K-Rool. So generally, Bowser is going to do better in those close quarters combat situations. K-Rool can compete, but generally you probably want to keep Bowser out with Crown. Wow, that was actually a really interesting kind of anti-air with that blunderbuss. Jumping and blunderbussing. Ooh, 2 F smashes that were kind of greedy. Back throw? No. Yep, back throw off stage. Bowser's in a kind of a tough spot. And those are the situations where I feel like you could approach Bowser a bit off stage to kind of contest him. Really nice stall with that counter is going to avoid fair from run off fair off stage. The second time SuperSonic has gone out of the way of Bowser's F smash. Bowser's looking so toasty. 169. Oh, so many things on K-Rool can kill Bowser at this point. Dash attack on Bowser is not going to be able to take it. That move's kind of weak. Oh. Yeah. Bowser runs off fairs. It stands to reason. I actually don't disagree with the blunderbuss as like a defensive maneuver when it comes to SuperSonic. I actually think that might have been a decent choice to kind of keep Bowser away in case he misspaces it. But you know, Bowser was just kind of right on. He was just kind of right on in there. He got the move out at the right moment, able to kind of avoid the suction altogether. Really good stuff coming out of Nazareth Bowser player. So this is going to put Post down to their last 3 stocks. Crimson is going to have to go through a pretty wide swath of stocks right now. He's going to essentially go through 2. Well, he has to go through entire 2 members of Nazareth's team. Terry as a character, though, very strong. Pretty much has like a really good all-around kit, especially when it comes to the FGC characters. Incredibly strong mobility. Incredibly strong mobility for an FGC character. Really able to steal stocks with Go Meter. Super strong moves even without Go Meter. Jab Jab Power Dunk is such an abusive kind of set combo to kind of deal up damage. Up B can be confirmed into from several different things. You can confirm into side B from a bunch of different aerials. He's just a very strong character. Overall, Crack Shoe. Oh, geez, Crack Shoe. Why did I forget about Crack Shoe? That move can, you know, do it all. But at the same time, even though Terry does have invincibility on a lot of his recovery moves, he does have a hard time kind of getting to ledge because none of his moves will instantly grab ledge. He has to like peek over the ledge like a little bit unless he like spaces it just perfect. So whenever you play as Terry, your recovery needs to be exactly on point. You can't afford to recover too high from the low recovery because then your leg peeks over and you could get like down tilted right back out. Or if you try to side beat a ledge, you miss ledge, and then you get down tilted and get thrown right back off. You need to be on point in those recovery situations. Or you mix up high. Terry can mix up a high recovery, especially with down B as a kind of a stalling mechanism to mix up his landings. But hey, I think Terry is one of the stronger characters in this game. He can compete with the majority of the top tiers, more than likely. And Crimson has shown us that I have seen him go on 7, 8 stock runs. He is a very strong anchor, able to kind of get all, the majority of things going. Very strong player, and really good at playing from behind. I would say so. Very strong anchor player, and especially with Terry. Terry's like a slightly heavier character. It's probably a really good anchor character overall. Especially going against Bowser. Bowser is combo food, though. you know, jab, jab, power dunk. I feel like Bowser might have a tough time against his character, particularly character like Terry, who is very mobile. Though Bowser does have a disjoint when it comes to his fair, and that could be where Terry struggles, because he doesn't have like the biggest aerial disjoints for like general approaches. And fair is probably a decent anti-air tool against Terry. Terry probably needs to stay on the ground and play a bit more on the ground against Bowser. Double dash attack. Jab power dunk is going to be so good on Bowser. Oh, turning the power dunk around. Able to iframe right through the fire. Interesting. Reading that neutral air dodge with the F smash. Putting Bowser at ledge. This is not a good situation Bowser wants to be in. Oh, the very lucky side B getting the ledge. That could have been a situation where Bowser really kind of... When Terry's off stage, that's when Bowser can really, you know, mess him up. Really good DI. Not going to die from that. And Go meter is up. I really like that landed Nair on shield and canceling into the power dunk. Really good shield pressure coming out of Crimson Vexus. Spot dodging the power gazer. That I love it. I love it so much. That shield's a Skittle, and yep, that's you cannot survive that. When you're at that percent, Bowser side B is gonna kill you in so many situations. Charging the up smash, that is something Crimson Vexus does like to do a lot. He likes to charge his smash attacks. Not the biggest proponent of that. Sometimes it works out for him, though. And here's the situation, though, is that Terry needs to commit in order to get these kills. Side B will take it, though. It's going to punish that up B on Bowser. So, as Terry, you probably want to stay... You probably really want to try and get Bowser to approach you, if you can. Power Wave is probably a decent motivational tool against Bowser. Really kind of push him closer to you. Have him do something unsafe on shield. I really like that high recovery. Bowser was definitely waiting to go for that drop-off fair. This Bowser really likes drop-off fair. Catching the spot dodge with that up smash. Run up and into nothing. Oh, this is going to be a punish. Go meter is up. Let's see what Crimson Vexus decides to do with that. Power Gazer. Power Gazer. No, Buster Wolf. And right now the percents are actually back. That was a 70 per stock difference in the SD. And I say 70% difference. And that's gone. Now Crimson is... Wow. Crimson is really racking up this damage right now. At 125, though, let's see if he can actually hold on to the stock. He needs every stock he can, especially going into the next match. Oh, F-tilt from the opposite side is going to be a little tough. Oh, don't do a regrab. Yeah. Very nice crack shoot's going to go kind of low profile that fair off stage. Wow. Really like these jab power gazers and Buster Wolves. Fair, you know. Oh, gonna read the jump. Yeah, fair, run off fair. That's gonna put Crimson at their last stock. Reading the jump from ledge. Side B is going to take it for Crimson Vexus. Putting Post down to their last stock, but Nazareth down to their last player. So this is very important right now. This is very, very important. Post is able to see all the players and all the general characters coming out of Nazareth. That's all good. So this isn't the worst case scenario ever, because even if Post loses this set right now, they always have the next one to kind of go and kind of work out all the kinks. But I've seen Crimson go through so many stocks on players. I wouldn't be surprised if we got the 3 stock on here and clinched out the win for Orange. And now this is a playoff spot is on the line. Right now, both teams are 3 and 4. So whatever team wins this will solidify their chance into the playoffs. It's do or die right now. Gotta get it done. Now, with ECAC, this is going to be our stage listing, and right now, because we're in the last match of the, first set right now, all of these stages are on the table. If I'm Terry, probably want a dual plat or something like that. As well, generally you probably want to be as flat of a stage as possible, so that way you have the most opportunities for like jab jab power dunk. Your opponent is forced to land on the same plane as you. In those situations, Terry probably really benefits, though a dual plat probably works really great for him as well. Can kind of shark platforms with like up air and from down throw strings and whatnot. But you know, if you can, as Terry, go to FD. Unless you think you're going up against like a zoner, then maybe go for definitely a dual plat. I think a dual plat would be the most neutral possible stage to bring Terry. He can use the platforms to kind of maneuver around projectiles and whatnot. I probably wouldn't go tri-plats with Terry unless he really thinks he can kind of get that kill confirm off of top platform in some situations. Because he can kill with up B. He can kind of get these confirms with up B. So sometimes the top platform isn't such a bad idea. And going against a Cloud, I really hope he did not go to tri-plats, because Cloud is a character that would really benefit from a tri-plat. Probably a bit more than Terry could. This middle platform, this might be a relatively neutral situation for Crimson right now. This middle platform probably benefits Cloud a little bit more because up air is a very oppressive move. But Terry probably also really likes that mid platform for like just kind of general landing options. Wasting the jump early, really lucky with that air dodge, not getting punished. And this Cloud's kind of opting for a lot of neutral Bs, I would say. Neutral B? No, going for the fair spike off stage. Reading the roll in with an up smash. Right now this is looking really tough for Crimson Vex at 114. Go meters online though, and this is when stocks can get stolen. Reading the roll and punishing Terry for that roll. Yeah. These blade beams are making it really tough for Crimson to kind of get the approach in. Maybe see a little bit more fade back jump out of Terry, take a bit more time. And that is going to be round one going to Nazareth. Really tough situation for Post. Now, Cloud is a character, you know, I play Cloud once in a while. As a character, he's very strong at kind of like this mid-range. He's a very defensive character. He doesn't like approaching the most. You can do it. But he's generally a defensive style character where he kind of zones people out with his back air, punishes them for bad options using up B and whatnot. He's kind of at his best when he's kind of in defense. If you're having Cloud kind of approach you with, landed bears and whatnot, I think you're in a better spot than if you're approaching Cloud. It's tough though, because he does have neutral B, and if you don't have like a projectile to kind of counter that, it can be tough. But I think you can kind of stall Cloud out with like general movement. But it's also tough because Cloud has a disjoint and Terry doesn't have any. So it's probably a favorable matchup for Cloud. You really need to take your time and get Cloud off stage and really take advantage of him when he's in that position when you're fighting that. Because his buttons, but Cloud's buttons are... Well, I won't say buttons. His buttons aren't... It's tough to say. Cloud doesn't have good quote-unquote buttons, but the moves are so big, and he can kind of preemptively throw stuff out sometimes, especially when it comes to like side B for an approach and whatnot. He just has very good defensive capabilities, and so sometimes when you try to approach Cloud, you try to say, all right, I'm going to win this set of neutral. It's just tough because then he just side Bs or back airs you, and it's like you feel so unable to get going what you want. And so sometimes Cloud can come off as this very oppressive character when he's generally not. He's just defensive. That's like his general playstyle, and it can feel like he's smothering you because he can kind of throw out options to snuff your approaches and whatnot. You generally need to take your time when fighting Cloud. You really need to really take your time. Slow down the pace of the match. Unless you're a character like Sheik, then you got to speed it up past the point where that Cloud can fight you. But generally, if you're a character that kind of plays games at the same pace as Cloud, I feel like you need to slow it down. And really, what is he going to do? Space out aerials on you, neutral BU once in a while. You have to feel more comfortable resetting neutral a bit more often, I feel like. And then working in your way from there. Once you get in, take it to town. Do what you can. Get that percent up. Now, going into round 2 right now, we're only going to see the starter stages right here. Battlefield, Final Destination, Town and City, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Smashville. If we're going to start with Incineroar again, go for the Smashville. I want to see Incineroar on Smashville, one of his best stages. I'm a proponent that we need some, we need some more stages in our stage list. Maybe swap some out for like some smaller stages. I'm a big proponent of that. I was very happy when Hollow Bastion came out and it was a relatively small stage. Though at the same time, it's just the same thing as Smashville pretty much. It's like, there's slight differences. But I really like smaller stages on a stage list. I want to see some experimentation at the very least. And we're going to see both colleges mix it up right now. Right now, Nazareth is starting with their Cloud player, while I think Sonic Adam is going out first. And to be honest, I feel like this is not that bad for K-Rool, because he has better projectile than Cloud. The only problem is that when you are K-Rool, you can definitely get disjointed by Cloud, because Cloud's mobility is amazing. It's really good. But when Cloud is off stage, K-Rool can take advantage of that. He is a character that can very easily prevent Cloud from recovering. But again, you need to be spacing out Cloud. You need to be kind of like at that distance. You don't want to try fighting Cloud up close. This is a tough position. Cloud really likes it when you are off stage, because he can just kind of wait at ledge, do his ledge trapping stuff, landed back air, rising back air, things of that sort to catch these options. Gonna try and catch that landing with Limit. Limit up B is not going to kill. Catching these landings. Right now, the Nazareth players are so good at catching landings coming out of post. And another one, if you are falling right on top of these characters, they're going to throw out things like up smash, these ginormous hitboxes that are going to really snuff you out. So you want to be resetting as much as you can, landing away from these characters. Because if you do something unsafe, especially on Cloud, he can just up B out of shield or up smash out of shield, and it's just going to be so tough to kind of reset the neutral after taking that much damage. Belly armor on down smash is going to prevent Cloud from doing anything further from there. Gonna stuff out blunderbuss with dash attack. Cloud at only 50% right now, and K-Rool has been lapped a couple times over. Going to catch that get-up attack from ledge with up smash. Putting SuperSonic Adam down, SuperSonic rather, down to their last stock. This is tough. It's a very tough situation. Trying to catch a landing with that up air, not able to do so. Nice air dodge. And that down smash is going to go right through the F-tilt. That's the second time we've seen that interaction. But again, a lot of these landings are getting caught by like up smash. You generally don't want to land on your opponent too hard unless you know you can land with a safe aerial. Oh, stalling with down B. I'm actually surprised the neutral B doesn't get the regrab. A lot of armor is powering right through Cloud's moves. Villiga, you have to keep doing that. No, not able to get the turnaround. The turnaround actually would have been a little cool. And side B from Cloud is going to take that. Limit side B is so strong on Cloud, putting Nazareth down to 8 and post down to 6. If I'm post right now, I'd probably bring in Terry. I think Terry has like a decent shot on Cloud because they're both very mobile characters. I would like to see that. Because otherwise, heavier characters can have a tough time matching up to Cloud's mobility, unless you have something to kind of, not gimmick, but yeah, well, essentially something to gimmick Cloud out with. Because Cloud has just very strong mobility, and the second he has limit, it gets even stronger. Whereas Terry, he already has amazing mobility. I think that can really, under the right circumstances, contest Cloud decently well. But when you're fighting against Cloud, do not bring him to triplats. He really likes kind of sharking you with up airs on that middle platform. Triplats just work out well for Cloud. He's just a very versatile character, can work very well on a variety of different stages, able to catch a lot of landings with things like dash attack, Neutral B if he really feels like it. It's not the greatest move, but you know, dash cancel, F tilt, things like that are really good at catching landings. Up smash, and plus up smash can really kind of catch those platforms on dual plats. I feel like you might want to bring Cloud to as flat of a stage as possible, but it's going to be very character dependent. It's tough because he works so well in so many situations. He top platform, he can shark with up air, dual plat, he can catch landings with up smash, or up air, doesn't matter. He can catch landings on Final Destination. I guess it depends on your character. He's just very versatile. You essentially want to bring Cloud to the stage that your character is the strongest on, because he can make a lot of these stages work. But if I had to pick a rule of thumb just across the cast, I'd probably bring Cloud to FD. I feel like it's a little tougher for him to catch landings on something like that. If you really need a top platform to evade Cloud, I don't recommend it, but I could see some characters doing well against Cloud on a tri-plat. That's kind of a shaky one, though. I feel like the majority of characters don't get much at all from that top platform, but Cloud is definitely one of those characters that can really get something going. And we are going to see Wii Fit Trainer. Who's playing Wii Fit tonight? I think maybe we have a lineup change. I'm wondering if Lone Wolf is on. If he played the Incineroar before, which it might be. I'm going to assume this is Lone Wolf. No grab right there. That could have definitely been. You could have definitely punished that. The back hit, the down hit of Clim Hazard is so unsafe. You can definitely punish that with a grab. Oh, but that F smash is going to get punished. Cloud at 0%. Wii Fit at 113. Really good air dodge. Going to go right through it. Right now, Lone Wolf needs to get more used to punishing things out of shield, because a lot of these things that Cloud is doing on shield, he's just kind of getting away with for free, and these things are super punishable. When you're not punishing that stuff, it's going to be even harder to kind of contest Cloud, because Cloud stuff is generally unsafe on shield, except for, you know, Bear is safe on shield, or Fair is safe on shield when it's spaced well. Other than that, you know, in theory, a lot of stuff Cloud's kit can be safe on shield, but are you going to be spacing it perfectly every time? Bear and Fair are the easier ones to space well every time. Oh, but the drop shield is going to get punished. Wii Fit at 102. Cloud only at 32%. This is looking so tough for post right now. Not able to get the F smash going. Very good drop early for that side B. Gonna punish that. Gonna get the tech situation with that jab. A little too low for up B. Yeah, and that's gonna be another stock down for post. Let's see. Can Lone Wolf get on the board, though? Oh, they're gonna catch those landings with side B. Limit side B is so strong right now. Doing a lot of work for Nazareth's Cloud. Wii Fit at ledge. Gonna punish the up smash with dash attack. Jab, jab, jab. Right now, Cloud is just so... He's totally fine, just kind of waiting it out. You know, neutral being with the up smash read. Dash attack is not quite enough to kill, but another one of those and Wii Fit will be done for. Lone Wolf really needs to think of something right now. Yeah, and dash attack is going to take it. Putting post down to the last 3 stocks. Crimson Vexus has quite the lineup ahead of him right now. Post down to 3 stocks. Nazareth College to 8. Now, again, you know, Cloud probably does better in the Terry matchup generally, but Terry, I feel like, can really compete with Cloud. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. You just need to play outside of Cloud's disjoint range. You really need to try and, you know, really pick your opportunities. Land safely on Cloud's shield. I feel like Terry can do that, even though he doesn't have a disjoint. Nair is such a strong move, he can cancel out of it and kind of, you know, fade, especially when it comes to cross-ups. If you can, Cloud has a really strong out-of-shield option when it comes to up B, but I feel like if you can be very ambiguous on Cloud's shield and kind of land and, you know, on, you know, one side versus the other, you can kind of force Cloud to up B the wrong way, depending on where he thinks you're going to land on shield, and you can punish that easy. Just don't, you know, if you're Terry, don't bring Cloud to a triplat. Don't do it. Try and get into as flat of a stage as possible. Then you can punish his landings with your own dash attacks, and then your own F tilts and whatnot. And a lot's on the line here. This is a playoff spot. So, let's see if Crimson Vexus... I've seen him go on tears. So, let's see what he can do. And again, don't bring Cloud to triplat. Smashville, probably don't want to bring him there either. The fact that the platform is in the middle is a little easier for Cloud, I feel like. It's a big platform too. Who's playing Joker for post? Oh, I didn't. I guess Crimson Vexus plays Joker too. I have never seen his Joker, so I'm very interested right now. I like the stage choice too. So this is even better. I feel like this matchup's even better for Crimson. As long as this is as, you know, up to snuff as is Terry, I feel like this is actually an even better choice, because at least Joker has disjoints. And decent just disjoints at that. Especially with like back air and whatnot. Oh wow, the shallow hit of F smash is gonna kind of clank right there. Arsene's out, but Arsene might not be here for long. I want to see a bit more side beat. Oh, runoff bear is gonna be a little too shallow. That up B is going. You hate to see it. That up B. That down B is so strong on Cloud. I actually am happy to see that. As a Cloud player, I like using it. I think more Cloud should use down B. It's just essentially Wario Waft in some situations. Sure, you can't confirm into it, but you can get the raw read on it sometimes. Joker out on ledge. Cloud is so good at ledge trapping situations. It's gonna be a tough position. I would like to see Crimson really contest Cloud a bit more at ledge, because you can do it. Cloud is not the most stable character when he's off stage. I want to see, because right now Cloud is recovering pretty predictably, just low recoveries, trying to make it as safe as possible. That can be intercepted a lot more. Like even if you just do a counter at ledge, that is something, because Cloud has to commit to an up B, and that has a hitbox. Dash attack is going to catch that landing on Cloud. Really good counters coming out of Crimson right now. Rebel's Guard. Going to pump up right back for the next Arsene. Dash attack is going to catch Crimson though. Nice little recovery with Tether. Joker's Tether is so strong. Limit Blade Beam. Ooh, is so strong on Cloud, and that's going to take another kill. Putting Post down to the last stock. Can Post get on the board? You're giving Cloud way too much room off ledge. You can contest that. Oh, the last hit smash attack. Yeah, the F smash. Back air. Sending Cloud right back off stage. Yeah, that's going to get punished by a grab. Ooh, going to Rebel's Guard right through that up air. And that's going to take it on Cloud. Yep. So right now, Post down to their last stock.
Smash is as wild as ever. Eh, Joker?
And Nazareth down to 6. So Crimson's doing a little work with with Joker right now. You like to see it. Joker is such a strong character in this game. It wasn't a bad choice. A lot more versatile in like kind of character spread too, I would say. Joker doesn't have a ton of losing matchups. He has some, in theory. But I think it's a strong choice. I think it's, especially when you are so far behind, I think Terry can get polarized out by certain characters in the cast. But against Joker, that's a lot harder. After that, it becomes, does this Joker player know matchups? Like, does this Joker player, you know, like, what is a matchup check that you can throw out against a Joker? Like, does this Joker know how to play against, like, you know, something random like Duck Hunt? Does this Joker know how to play against Min Min? Does this Joker know how to play against Rosalina? Like, these characters that are a bit more rare. That's generally when you want to see specific characters kind of falter through a little bit. Joker versus Joker, the Ditto. Oh, jeez. Joker wins 100% of the time.
3, 2, 1, go!
So now let's see who the more solid Joker is, I guess. But again, right now Crimson is down to their last stock. This is going to be very tough. This needs to be a 3 stock right now. And already we're seeing a decent amount more gun from this Joker. Crimson catching a lot of these options of rolling in. Oh, jeez. Crimson's on a tear. Look at him go. Though dash attack is not going to get punished, actually. A lot of dash attacks are doing so much work. Air dodge. And here's the thing about this matchup, though, is that the Joker who gets the more damage is going to pop Arsene first, meaning that the reversal is definitely there, but the kill is still going to be more in favor of the first Joker that is dealing more damage. Because again, Joker has kill confirms from so many situations, but vanilla Joker has a tougher time killing, of course, than Arsene Joker. Back hit of down smash is going to send Nazareth Joker right back off stage. Down throw into fair. Now again, though, Crimson has to make a lot of work happen on this stock. This needs to be a 3 stock, of course. Lose a single stock and you've lost. Down throw into fair again, but the percent's a little too high at that point. I don't think that's a true confirm after a little bit of percent has been put on. Oh, you know, hate to see it. Up smashing to try and punish the end lag of Rebel's Guard, but you go right into the hit. Crimson is so oppressive right now, not giving a lot of room to breathe. Gonna punish that Rebel's Guard's gonna get punished with throw. Dare. Ooh, not quite getting it out. Regrab situation. A lot of rolls, a lot of movement happening right now. Dash attack and throw right back off stage. Now here's the tough part. Oof. Stocks are even. Percents are even. Stocks are not. This is Crimson's last chance to steal this stock out and hold on to it. You can't afford to take any more damage, and down smash is going to take it again. Reading the roll, Crimson needs to play perfect right now. You need to take the stock before Arsene gets popped again. You need to. But can Crimson do it? Crimson's gonna have to jump over ledge. Down throw fair. Down throw fair. Yep. And it has to. This is the point. You cannot afford to reset neutral again. Arsene will take it. And I like these. I like the choice of throw. I feel like that is going to be your best option against Arsene. Oh, wow. Do you have your jump? I don't think he has his jump. Oh, he does. He did have his jump. Only a little bit more time. And Arsene's gone. This is big. This is actually huge. Percent's really high right now, but the fact that Arsene is gone means a lot less things will kill for Nazareth's Joker. And F Smash is going to take it. 3 stock coming out of Crimson. Very impressive stuff. The Joker is doing so much work right now. Putting Nazareth down to their last 3 stocks. Can Crimson do it again? Can he get another 3 stock and take and kind of turn it around for post? So right now, Crimson's on a 5 stock streak. Can he get 3 more for an 8 stock streak? Now at this point, the stage list. I mean, Joker can play on pretty much whatever he wants. He's such a strong character, very high mobility, able to catch landings, able to avoid projectiles in so many different fashions. Platforms are really good for sharking with things like up smash or back air for and whatnot. Up air especially for those combo strings. You can kind of extend them with platforms. But he can also catch landings with side B on, like, if he goes to FD. He literally, I don't think he has any bad stages. Yeah, play wherever you desire, dude. Like, and considering we already saw a character switch, it's kind of hard to tell who might be the next character coming out of Nazareth. We saw the Cloud, and we just saw Joker. I think that was a character switch, though. I'm already forgetting what the last player played. But again, Crimson just got to play it perfect. He's good. And it's Daisy. Interesting. So, here's the problem. You do not want to play right on Daisy. Daisy is such a strong boxer. It's tough. Though I agree with this decision of bringing her to a tri-plat. No, it's interesting because this is her pick. I don't know. I don't know if Daisy and Peach get a ton of a tri-plat. I feel like Joker would get more. Oh. Something's up. Yeah, something's up. Are we on the wrong stage? Oh! It's... yeah. Oh, so we're going to Hollow Bastion. It's just because, it's just because, Crimson had the, Omega form. Yep. So just a mistake. So we're going to be going to Hollow Bastion. So never mind. I was wondering why Daisy wanted to pick a tri-plat. The answer is she didn't. She wanted to pick a single plat. She wanted to pick Hollow Bastion, which I feel like is a much better stage for Daisy. Though that's still incredibly strong for Joker. I feel like Joker is a character that just doesn't care about bans. He does whatever he wants. He can contest characters in so many different ways. Now we're on the right stage now. So now we got to get the suicides. The reason Daisy and Peach do so good on flatter stages, so this bottom area is going to do incredibly well for like combos and whatnot, but they can also get a decent amount kind of sharking that middle platform. It's a big platform. They can kind of, kind of stay under, kind of throw turnips, throw them out, because they can zone in this fashion. You're seeing it a little bit right now. But I do still think that this platform is going to benefit Joker more than it's going to benefit Daisy. You generally don't want to reflect turnips. It doesn't give you a ton. Of course, that counter is going to do wonders if you can actually counter a hit. and not just turn up. Oh, catching the jump. Not a big fan of these run-off dares. I would rather see jump and then punish with dare. Ooh, first stock going down. Right now, Crimson at 76. At this point, you know, you only have one stock to work with. You don't want to see your percent quite that high. You want this to be, you want to keep your percent as low as possible. You can't afford to take any damage. Ooh, trying to catch that landing with F smash, which is really strong for Daisy as well. You can do that because of that upward swing. Starts low and then goes high. You can catch a lot of landings that way. Nice down B, gonna punish the approach. Oh, now Daisy's starting to catch on that these counters are coming out. There's gonna be punishing those grabs. Down throw. No, F throw. Down air so strong on Daisy. And that fair is going to send him across town, putting the match at 2-0 in favor of Nazareth. Really tough situation for Post. And that gives it to Nazareth, though. So, in that kind of situation, Joker, you know, your Joker, you kind of want to put Daisy in the air a bit more often than what was happening. If you're playing more horizontally, then Daisy's generally going to probably come out on top, unless you start side B'ing a lot. Especially when you have Arsene. Side B is going to do a lot of work in a matchup like that. But you usually want to keep Daisy above you, because then you can do up air strings onto her and whatnot. If you are playing horizontally, Daisy can kind of throw turn up whenever she wants and get these combos going. She can contest with her huge hitboxes like fair, side B, things like that. Those things are going to be super tough to kind of deal with on on that kind of scale. So you want Daisy to be thrown above you. That's what you generally have to do for something like that. But that's going to give Nazareth the point into playoffs this season. And Post is going to be at 3-5. Really tough position for Post Orange right now. But it was almost a comeback, to be honest. That was a big stock differential, and Crimson really showed his ability to survive for long periods of time, which is very important in Smash. But otherwise, thank you all for joining me tonight. My name is Frisco, and this has been Post Orange versus Nazareth College. I'm not sure if the main Post channel is doing anything right now. Post UE Sports. But we're going to raid them, just under the assumption that they're doing something. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I've been Frisco, and we will see you next time. Bye.